Initial investigation, suspicious citizen Fraulador seemed to be an ordinary citizen. Informants revealed that she often showed up at performances but stayed on the lawn away from the audience. Away from the audience. She was present when the noise occurred. Perhaps she witnessed something, or perhaps thoughts or she kept going on and on. I had to change the topic and try to get a picture of her actions on that day. So my question was, sorry to bother you, Falado. Did you notice anything unusual at the time of the incident? And she said, no, it's always the same. Nothing unusual ever happens. I can't believe he drew so many people with his level of playing. If you ask me, it's a good thing that the noise drove the crowd away. They should spend their time listening to Wagner instead. Okay. So she often shows up at performances, but she's not a big fan of the standard. Maybe the standard of performances, I assume. I mean, if she's not a big fan, why is she there? So it's kind of suspicious. Perhaps I can help you recall the details. Do you remember what you were doing at the time? He said, I was tending to the lawn. I do this once a week, cleaning out the weeds, keeping the grass at the right height, making sure it's smooth and soft. And she says, this is an art, but those bastards just trample upon it without the slightest respect. Yes, I mean, I can understand that. She furrowed her brow at this. Okay, she's got more reasons to hate these, I don't know, concert goers. Like, if you live, for example, if you live beside a Coachella event, you're not gonna have a good time sleeping. That's for sure. So, and they're trampling her lawn, I guess. So that makes her hate more. That gives her more reasons to hate performances. So, continuing questioning. Question. Trampling upon the lawn, did it happen on the day of the concert? Who were they? He answered, that was the day when they came on the lawn and they trampled on my work. No respect at all. Then the noise began and I took the chance to pick up my hose and point it towards them. Okay. The subject was tending to the lawn at the time of the incident. He was obsessed with creating the perfect lawn and entering into an argument with those who stepped on it. What would be her energy? What would be her emotion at that time? Anger, annoyance, vigilance, fearlessness, resentment, wrath. Could be annoyance. Nope. Wrath. Nope. Okay. Resentment. Anger with worldly things. I mean, yeah, okay. Okay. Keeping the lawn is a worldly aspect, yes. Okay. I mean, I was thinking along the lines of she was keeping order to her, property. So I thought authority was the much better thing because underneath, I mean, she hated the performances for like more than one reason. More like she, yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna stop talking. Let's look at scenario. Emotions match. The subject's emotions have been stirred, and memories begin to emerge. Hey. The music of the heart sounds, resonating with the heartstrings of the subject and bringing back memories. We've matched, and what do we ask her? The melody reveals that you were arguing with someone at the time, filling your heart with anger. Do you remember anything about them? So, okay. She said, I remember. They were telling me to leave the public lawn and not to get in the way of the citizens who want to rest on it. They call themselves the gendarmerie, but they knew nothing. The poor lawn. trampled by so many people. I must take up the responsibility of trimming the lawn and make it beautiful again. What the heck? Not even her lawn. Not even... Okay. It was her lawn she was working on, so... Okay. She's a bit wacko. The kind-hearted lawyer spent the rest of the interview mourning for the law. No useful information was garnered from her, and this line of investigation was closed. Yep, she's just a crazy old woman. Next, initial investigation. The investigation into the evidence has produced results. The arts device in question was a modified pocket flute, characteristic to the region, able to emit a number of harsh sounds at a constant pitch. Bass is only popular in a small area in Sturmland. This was already enough to confirm that the victim was connected to Sturmland. But following the discovery came an even greater shock. I have returned to Ludwig's Universität once more to look for a lesson. Question. Within days, there have been as many as 7 murders across the city, the victims all related to the Sturmland. The crime scenes were almost all near the concert where the incident occurred. You're familiar with the situation? Listen, I have to stop the murderer from striking again. Please tell me whatever you know. The answer, I can't reveal anything more to you. These things don't interest me anymore. Go back. After saying this, he forcefully tightens the bindings in his hands. Interesting. Question. Why? You clearly don't want to see anyone harmed because of this. Otherwise, you wouldn't have reacted the way you did back then. What caused the change of heart? Answer. You simply read me wrong. There are too many beneath the spires that cannot save themselves, and I have no obligation to keep each and every one of them safe. Also, my old man back home doesn't like it when I get involved in these things, and I need to consider his feelings. However, there is an envoy who's been quite active recently, and he's been keeping a close eye on every move in the city for his master. So truly he's noticed something. Okay. I was just reading the lines, but I was not comprehending. You read it again. What anyone happened? Too many beneath the spires. Okay. I have no obligation to each of the mistake. Okay, so he suddenly sets down the straps in his hands and lifts his head to look at me. A certain glimmer of light shines in the depths of his clear blue eyes, and it suddenly occurs to me that he might be hinting at something. May I ask where you met him and what were you doing at the time? So who exactly is this envoy, and what is he an envoy of? Yesterday in the Joseph garden shop, I was running some errands for my old man, fetching a few borrowed books from the spark. Ran into some trouble but took care of it pretty quick. Sort of trouble. And who is this envoy? When meeting the envoy, the subject was retrieving borrowed books from Joseph garden shop and ran into some trouble. Annoyance? Vigilance? Nope. Nope. Subject was retrieving borrowed books. He could be feeling anything. Annoyance, anger, patience, tension, tendency, could be apprehension. Annoyance with desirable effects. What? I was right. First thought. The subject's emotions have been stirred and memories begin to emerge. Okay. The music of the heart sounds, resonating with the heartstrings of the subject and bringing back memories. Question. If the melody shows everything you've said is true, thank you. I mean, I would have trusted this guy from the start. I wouldn't have to, dig into his emotions so much. once I've known that this guy is good, on the good side, one of the good guys at least. Gameplay, no problem. It's been clear to me that since the last time we met, that you've chosen to take on responsibilities you had no obligation to. Now that you've made your decision, time to follow through, and that is by no means meaningless. Who are we exactly? We're obviously not the doctor. We're Arturia, Federico. In his open heart, I see the envoy's figure. I immediately rush over to hold the forgotten shelf without even saying goodbye. Kinda rude, but cool. Investigation student Holness. Holness is an arts fire student who is also investigating the concert disruptions. He had visited numerous outdoor concerts across the city and was a witness to the incident in Doppel Holnisha. Oh shit. Let's cut straight into the chase. We're seeking the same truth. Maybe you can exchange information. Did you notice anything at the time of the incident? Chaos. I noticed chaos. One moment everyone was entranced by the music, the next moment the fantasy was broken, like a golden age coming to an end. But warning, golden age will return again. So beneath the covered up wound, chaos has begun to spread within us like poisoned blood. And yes, his answer was meaningless to my investigation. I had to get something specific from him. Very descriptive but very useless. Maybe that's art students in general. Sorry. I think I understand what you said. I would like to ask you something else. You were there at the scene. Did you notice anything suspicious? Good question. I did notice signs, tiny signals that could only be picked up by one with exceptional perception. I call it doubt. Yes, the ordinary person would not notice it, but I could see doubt in the eyes of everyone who gathered because of the music. Doubt about where to go. Okay, was he really investigating the same thing I was? I was unsure. I questioned it further. Continuing. Okay, how about another question? What were you doing at the time of the incident? He said, I was searching, painting the portrait of the Lithuanian society of all times. I was certain that the noise that broke through the melody was the key to the truth, and so I searched tirelessly until I witnessed it for myself. Something so massive that made me stop in my tracks. Okay. Okay, you guys should know, I haven't really read through any of these events text. I just rushed through the stages, so I didn't really know what he's talking about. You're talking about the Witch King? I don't know. The subject was pursuing a portrait of society at the time. He believed it had something to do with the noise that disrupted the performance, but seemed to have been intimidated by the truth. Okay. Is that... what sort of emotion is this? Desire for wisdom, that's for sure. Fear, concern, timorousness. What does timorousness mean again? I should Google it for a bit. Timorousness. Easily frightened. Okay. Maybe. Oh, nice. Got it right the first time. The subject's emotions have been stirred and memories begin to emerge. Match. Music of the heart sounds, resonating with the heartstrings of the subject and bringing back memories. We matched. We're gonna review. The melody reveals that you saw the truth you were looking for and felt a terrible fear. What did you see? He said the source of the sound. It was struggle. The beautiful melody could not hide, no longer hide, stagnation of reality, and the sound that pierced the illusion was the cry of the people. So the people themselves broke the illusion. The people are crying that the age of glory will shine upon this land again and fall on the twisted horns that will once again stand tall. Oh yeah, okay, this is definitely about the Witch King. I think I did read some history about Lithuanian. Definitely. He quickly shut up when I reminded him that the gendarmerie were nearby. No useful information was garnered from him. This line of investigation was closed. Yep. I was just a nationalist. Simply speaking. Oh. After investigation, Lindner is a student. Lindner is an arts fire student and a fervent twisted horns worshipper. Got a fetish gathering. There were rumors that he was responsible for the disturbance at the Warsaw concert week, but no concrete evidence could be found at the scene. I'm not here to arrest you, Lindner. I just want to chat. Can you tell me what you did at the concert? That sound. That sound was our proclamation that the twin spires will fall and the filth from outside will be wiped away. Was xenophobic. A spire the likes of which has never been seen will stand again. The glory of Lithuanian will return. His voice was trembling, struggling to string together a complete sentence. He was clearly trying to muster his courage. Are we scaring him? Or what's up? Don't be stupid. The one you're trying to call is no more. Answer my questions and you might be able to return to the spires and study your Originium arts. Do you understand me? Shut up. Here comes Sean's eye still gazes on Lithuanian. He will not allow this vile era to continue. He will not abide the usurpers to sit upon his throne. The twins, maybe? Our lives are but a small price to pay for his return. This called for another line of questioning. His father had been anxiously looking for him, even turning himself in to the gendarmerie in his son's place. Okay. Think of your father. Did you know that he turned himself in to protect you? Tell me the truth. If you don't want to watch the gendarmerie take him away. What? Father, no. What have I done? It's true that I was planning on disrupting the concert, but the performance changed at the last minute. As I was wondering whether I should continue the plan, I felt someone behind me and broke out into a cold sweat. Then I remembered the concert being stopped. Okay. So he was a would-be perpetrator to the concert disruption, but I guess someone else did it first before him. But the subject was planning to disrupt the concert at the time of the incident as a show of his blind worship. While became frightened by unexpected events. Yet another opus for fear. Could be this. Authority. Oh. Okay. What? Therefore wisdom. Use opus with example. Merciless. Okay. Cool. Did he desire wisdom though? You can argue that he wants the authority of the Witch King back in Lithuanian, so could have been this or this. I don't know. That's just me. Complicated scenario is subjects. The subject's emotions have been stirred, memories begin to emerge, emotions match. And so the music of the heart yet again in sound, resonating with the heartstrings of the subject, bringing back memories. We question him again. The melody reveals that something unexpected happened before you could put your plan into action. Do you remember anything more specific? He said, it wasn't me. I remember now. The guy who appeared behind me cast arts at me before I could do anything. I quickly lost consciousness and don't remember anything about him. Could be a good guy. Depends on how you see. While Linder had intended to disrupt the concert, he was not the one who actually caused the noise. Nothing else came of the lead that I garnered from him. Investigation complete. Okay. What else do we have? So this is the envoy. Initial investigation. Envoy. Lessing hinted to me that there is an envoy of special status related to this case. Given that I cannot ascertain who exactly he is working for, yep. Envoy of who exactly? There is significant risk in hastily making contact with him, but I had no other choice. I was able to find him under the spire in Joseph Gartenshop. What truly surprised me, though, was that I found a short boy there. And question. Who worked together? I'm sorry, let me confirm this. Did you suggest that we work together? That I'm used to how wary people in your line of work are. Just about everything, but with all the ruckus in the city, it's hard to look the other way. I can't let these trifling matters give my master any problems. In that sense, you and I share a common goal. I have information that you want, and we should have gotten some clues from that guy at Ludwig's Universitat. I'm assuming it will be Destiny. The two of us working together will be mutually beneficial and help keep you from catching unwanted attention. Yep, we've been exposed a bit for a while. Getting some pretty, pretty inflammatory questions if I may say so myself. But the boy named Mika was well-spoken and had a very calm tone. Given the urgency, I couldn't refuse his offer. I agreed to cooperate and we went to a cafe to talk. Urgent matter, go to a cafe. Cool. Question. That's the situation. Tell me all the leads you have. Also, if you personally got your hands on any of them, I want to hear about his situation at the time too. I might be able to find some other clues from that. Answer. Resorting to your usual MO already? Fine. Then, to start, tell me what you'd like to know the most. It was the remnants of the Witch King that attacked the concert, so these are the spire witches, spire guys, I don't know. Spire casters? I don't know why I got this information myself. I was investigating a remnant stronghold. Hold on. You only see the scene itself back then, right? Are you sure you didn't see anything else like... He knocked over his cup by accident. A few drops of coffee landed on his hand. For a brief moment, felt like panic could be seen in his eyes. Then, he calmly took out a handkerchief and wiped his hand clean. We could have delved into any other emotion but this one. I mean, we'll probably be seeing pain, surprise, I don't know, annoyance. Wait, we are not delving into that emotion, sorry. Okay. Question, I'm not good enough to be able to peek into the minds of others. Can I assure you of that? Please go on. What did you see? He said, I thought it was in an abandoned stronghold, but after I went inside to go through the items that were left behind, the few remnant members suddenly came in. I hid behind a pile of junk. The closest member of the group was only a few centimeters away. So I was able to make out part of their conversation. They had just returned from the concert in Bodenshof and taken care of the noise. Alright, so we went to the remnant stronghold. Almost got busted. Okay, but he hid in a pile of junk. Okay, inside the remnant stronghold to gather information, the subject concealed himself and risked being discovered by the remnants, obtaining valuable information as a result. So this is most likely wisdom. These are for wisdom, but it is pleasure, hope, nervousness, ecstasy, agitation. Wow, could be vigilance, tension, remorse, grief. Nope. Turn to mercilessness. Exasperate. It's vigilance for wisdom. What? Oh? Nope. Okay. So bad. Pleasure, hope, nervousness, nervousness. Hey. Subject's emotions have been stirred and when memories begin to emerge. The music of the heart sounds resonating with the heartstrings of the subject and bringing back memories. We matched, and what did we say? As the melody reveals, the situation at the time must have been pretty intense, so naturally you must have missed a few details. Do you remember anything else? He said, I have to say your melody isn't nearly as interesting as I thought it would be. But it did help me recall something. After mentioning the noise, they also said that they confirmed the sound hadn't made it out of Zwillingstürme. If it's as you say and there is information in the cacophony, then if someone was intentionally creating noise at these concerts, then it's very possible that they were trying to disseminate some kind of information. The victims were all related to Sturmland. So he postulated that the Witch King's remains wanted to keep a certain group of people from getting information about Sturmland out. Okay, so the murder victims were all related to Sturmland. Whatever that is. There is no telling what the information is about specifically, but a terrifying guess has formed in my mind. Mika. It had been 3 days since I started working with Mika. Both of our investigations have stalled. English is hard. Sorry. Today, out of nowhere, I heard from him that he found the room where one of the cancer victims had resided. I immediately made my way there. Okay. Asked him, do you remember what happened? Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. You should rest first. Yep. He said, I appreciate the concern, but I'm not the sort of person who would be so easily frightened. Are you sure about that? Would be so easily frightened just by running into some remnants. Here's what happened. I pushed the door open and a group of them rummaging through the boxes and shelves all looked at me before flinging all kinds of arts and evil melodies at me. Anyway, after the confrontation, they all got away. He made light of the events that transpired and completely omitted his own actions. His descriptions are not enough. Sorry. I quite a bit before. Before this, his descriptions are not enough for me to go on. I continue questioning. Asked him, is that all? Did you find out anything else, like what they were looking for, or would you be able to elaborate more on what happened? And he said, I searched the entire room after they left. Aside from daily necessities, I found only a broken piano and a few leaves. Leaves? Aren't you supposed to do like LEAVES? Or is this the proper wording for it? A few leaves of sheet music that you can buy just about anywhere. There's nothing special here, even if they must have taken it away. Given your skills, couldn't you have investigated that for yourself? He isn't very willing to discuss what he did at the time. The room shows no signs of an intense battle. He's not that willing to share with us, but he did say he was gonna work with us. I don't know. To be frank, in order to investigate, I must first understand the emotions of my target and the intentions behind their actions. From the looks of it, there wasn't much of a fight here, and your tuba appears to be in fair shape. Alright. I understand. I'll tell you. When I came in, the two of the remnants inside the house spotted me, and they both had weapons. I'm more used to dealing with arts than blades. That's why I went with the most reliable strategy and immediately left. I pretended to call for the gendarmerie. That's smart. Smart kid. By the time I came back, they were all gone. Is that detail enough to satisfy you? Okay, cool. At the time of the incident, to gather information, the target arrived in the room and chose to temporarily withdraw when he encountered the Witch King's remnants. What would this be? Agitation? Nervousness? Oh, anger? Vigilance? Oh, could be either of these two. Anger or fear. Concern or exasperation. Fearlessness. I mean, can say he technically he's not running away. He's a tactical retreat of sorts. This one. Nope. Timorousness. What? Wisdom. What? Okay. How do you make? Ooh, double green, one red. Wisdom. That does not make sense. How? I mean, okay, he's there for wisdom, that's for sure. He's there to gain some knowledge of stuff. That's for sure, but you know, in that immediate scene, he would have wanted to gain an upper hand over his opposition, I would think. Authority would have been better. I mean, I would say it was something either from anger or that's just me. You take it. Oh, the music of the heart sounds resonating with the heartstrings of the subject and bringing back memories. Question. So the melody shows that the moment you push the door open, the remnants were not searching aimlessly, they were checking the piano. Okay. This guy just lied to us. Is that my bad, I missed that. Judging from its condition, it wasn't torn apart recklessly, it was disassembled with a goal in mind. And here it is. There's a small hole in here. This shape. You still have the arts device you mentioned. What really is the key. Remnants, Washburg-Sturmland, murder. Sturmack was telling the truth. In a secret compartment of the piano, we found a music sheet and a cipher used to decode the notes. This is the secret message that they were trying to transmit. The decoded information left me startled. When I heard the envoy mention the Kaiserin's name, I immediately turned around, only for him to be nowhere to be seen. Yes, sad, so after. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a bit of a break before we finish the investigation. See you. 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Just ate some chicken noodles, so my voice might be a bit scuffed. Let's finish this. Okay, initial investigation gazettes. Swata. Mika and I uncovered the message within the noise, but the truth before us was far more terrifying than I previously imagined. The Witch King's remains had conspired to assassinate the Kurfürst of Sturmland. The Hochberg's informant wanted to send this information back only to be caught in a premeditated attack. Thus, Kaiserin's fest is occurring soon. Bithanian must avoid this crisis at all costs. Decided to make my way to the Gazette's Palast and submit all the information I have gathered. So pretty much the whole plot is trying to uncover an assassination attempt. What I gather from previous interviews, investigations. Yeah. Question. That is all the information we currently have. If there is anything else you need, I will do my best to work with you. My apologies, but given the urgency, Sturmland is already at risk, and the Kaiserin definitely won't just sit by and watch. I'm hoping you climb the twin spires as soon as possible. Answer. Thank you kindly for your investigation. We have already sent troops to Sturmland. It is our responsibility to stop the remnants' conspiracy at all costs. However, I cannot divulge any further information. Okay. This guy seemed to be indifferent to everything that to all the things we told him. So his tone did not change in any way, as though he had been expecting this for a long time. However, just as I was preparing to leave, a minor detail in his wording suddenly seized me. Hmm. Conspiracy? Maybe? Okay, you thanked me for my investigation, but not once did I mention this was an investigation. Okay, I had no idea what we told him before this. So I personally carried out on my own. How did you learn what I was doing, or did you? And he said, your hunch is correct. We were the ones who commissioned your investigation. Okay? As Kaiserin Quest is approaching, an investigation by the Gesetzwachter in broad daylight will only cause panic among the citizenry. As such, we need someone capable to help us investigate in the shadows to verify the whole story. You did a commendable job. Who are we exactly? We never got to find out who exactly we are in this whole thing. It's just that we could, delve into someone's emotions occasionally. The infiltrating spy, the quiet Lessing, the envoy who had cooperated out of kindness, even the Gesetzwachter. All these scenes flash across my mind. Suddenly, I realized that perhaps they'd all known of the situation since long ago, but why did almost none of them try to stop it? Maybe they wanted it to happen, I don't know. They're all Lithuanians, first and foremost. Question. I would like to know, do the Kaisernin know of this? As a Gazette walked, sorry for all my scuffed German pronunciations. To any Germans who are watching, but may I take your words to mean that you doubt Lithuanians will? So they're all, they're probably all the Witch King Sims after all. I don't know. All this time. Myself at the time, I was filled with anger at their indifference and also sadness, as my efforts could have been for nothing. But what is it that I truly wanted? I don't know. Why were we investigating all this time? I don't know. Sadness, anger, wisdom. We really wanted to know. Oh, no, wisdom. Nope. This one. Nope. Joy. I mean, you're gonna want something good for yourself, fun. At least, I don't know. Wisdom, hope, indignation. If for you. Desire for wisdom. Okay. Okay. The music of the heart sounds, resonating with the heartstrings of the subject and bringing back memories. Question. No, I would never doubt you. I would never doubt you. I merely want a concrete response. By thwarting the remnants conspiracy, there will be no more innocent lives lost, and we will still be able to welcome Lithuanians' rebirth all the same, won't we? Okay, so I myself want the golden age to return again, so to speak. I want the Witch King to come back too. So what? We were all on the same side then. So why was I investigating? Just to, I don't know, just to get my hopes back up? The gods on high act in accordance with the Kaisernin's will, and we serve Lithuanian. Therefore, yes, the Kaiserfest will be absolutely safe. At the time of the performance on the Twin Spires, the masses will all bask in Lithuanian's glory. Okay, that sent quite a chill down my spine. So in the end, we were all on the same side, hoping for the Witch King to come back. Okay. That was cool. I think I should read through all these sometime. I don't know. When I have some more free time, I guess. Oh, bye. See ya.